and I have found some really groundbreaking things I want to share with you later in this video that you could probably use to predict the future. And we'll get into that. William Delbert Gann's Stock Mathematics with Gematria. Make sure you watch this full video today because this one is an absolute banger. What's up, everybody? Art Turner, Data Productions Media. Dreams are tangible aspirations where we scheme our dreams into existence. I have another banger for you today, like I said in the intro, and I can't wait to get into it. W.D. Gann, Stock Mathematics. We're going to get into it with the Gematria as well. If you don't know who W.D. Gann is, on Investopedia, he's the #2 stock trader of all time. And he's an esoteric stock trader at that. He loves using astrology, numerology, and things along those lines. He was around in the early 1900s, made a lot of money. His books are very valuable. I've been reading a lot. The Truth of the Stock Tape. You got to get a copy of this if you don't have it. Follow along with me with this article that's already on dataproductionsmedia.com. Make sure you go into there right now so we can really get into it. I know I haven't done a video in like 2 weeks. I've been grinding, and we're going to get into some of the stuff what I've been grinding on today. Just because I'm not doing a video, I'm not uploading a video on YouTube, does not mean I'm not around and I'm not, still doing what I need to do for the community. If you're not a part of my Discord, that's a place where you can get more personal access to me, even if I don't upload a video. So go into the link in the description and join my Discord. We talk about stocks, society, gematria, on to one. It's very positive, a fruitful place to go, and people love it and I love it. So I would love to have you. But without further ado, let's finally get into the article. William Delbert Gann, according to Investopedia.com, is the second most famous trader in history, and perhaps the most mysterious of them all. Known for using geometry, astrology, and ancient mathematics to predict events in the financial markets and society, Gann's trading strategies are still widely used today, long after his death in 1955. Gann's disciples claim he was one of the most successful stock and commodity traders to have ever lived, while critics argue there's no concrete proof he ever made a great fortune from speculation. Here are some notes I've taken so far from my Gann research. Look, I've been studying Gann for maybe a month now, so I'm still very new to it. I'm still gathering a lot, but I just want to get this information disseminated out to you guys as I learn myself. So here are some notes I've gathered from my Gann research thus far. I've only been studying him for about a month and a half. So I have, many years to go to decode a lot of his previous work. But this is what I have so far. Time and price is the most important for future forecasting. You have to have those two things in mind. Squaring is important when using Gann fans and other methods he likes to use. He loves to square prices, times. Gann liked using the Fibonacci sequence. The Fibonacci sequence is a natural sequence that happens, in nature, just the natural growth of life itself. So it's very powerful. The golden ratio. Squares and Fibonacci gematria ciphers work well together. So via my research with Gann, obviously I'm a gematria practitioner as well. And I realized when you add the square cipher and the Fibonacci cipher together, they can do some really powerful things. And we're going to get into that. Gann placed substantial importance on 60 and 90-year cycles. He loved using astrology, time cycles. He had a time factor that he took to his grave. So he was really esoteric in how to decode the markets. And so now let's get into some of the gematria that I've decoded thus far. Time, price, a stock's unique DNA. Time and price is most important in stock price forecasting. 303 in reverse reduction. Time and price, a stock's DNA, both equal 33 in Chaldean, while trade stocks that resonate with your energy equals 137 in Chaldean. So this is important. So, each stock has a different DNA, and every stock you're going to resonate different with. Some stocks you're not going to be good at trading. The movements on those stocks you just can't pick up. Like, they're just not for you. In other stocks, it's just like clockwork. When you get into it, you just succeed. You just have a good feeling about that stock. So that's why these decodes right here are very powerful. Time and price, a stock's DNA, 33 Chaldean, and then the 33rd prime, 137 in Chaldean, trade stocks that resonate with your energy. So find those stocks that have that correct DNA for you to succeed. Squares and Fibonacci. W.D. Gann liked using squares cipher. Squares and Fibonacci gematria ciphers. Gann's time factor uses Fibonacci math, all equal 333 in English ordinal. We love seeing that. Those triple threes. You can't get past that. Squares and Fibonacci gematria equal 333 in Francis Bacon. That's the case sensitive cipher. So that's also important. Another banger. Gann squares cipher, 3003 in squares. So you have that 33 because those zeros are just value placeholders. Wow, you see that. William Delbert Gann's stock market method uses squares gematria. William Delbert Gann time factor Fibonacci math gematria codings both equal 333 in reverse reduction. You see the theme with all these 333s, 33s, all very powerful gematria codes with Gann in his work. And so this stuff that we're going to get into now is starting to get a little bit more into my own unique perspective on Gann stuff. And we're going to get into some of the valuable extra content you can get if you resonate with this type of work. And so these squares, gematria ciphers, decodes I'm going to go over, realize there's something very unique about them. They have their numbers. They have their numbers bookend with numbers inside, and so you'll see what I'm talking about. The time factor in a stock, you see, it's 3,553, but you have the threes on the outside and the 55 on the inside, and I kind of see that as like a square, right? That's how I see it. It's boxed in. William Delbert Gann's favorite cipher, 5,225. You have that 5 on the outside, 22 in the middle, in the square cipher. William Delbert Gann's favorite cipher is square cipher, is 8,228. 8s on the outsides, 22s in the middle. So it's kind of boxed in, and I kind of like seeing that. W.D. Gann square cipher equals 222 in English ordinal. We like seeing that 222. And so I realized that 3 and 5 are super important with the natural growth of things, the Fibonacci cipher, because on the Fibonacci gematria cipher, the first 3 numbers are 1, 4, and 9. 149. 149 is the 35th prime. So you see 3 and 5 are important to the Fibonacci math. 3, 5, 5, 3 squares gematria and William Delbert Gann vibrational trader, they both equal 370 in English ordinal and 2,220 in English Sumerian, that 222. Very powerful connection. He's a vibrational trader that loves using his time factor in the stock. William Delbert Gann's stock market method uses squares gematria, 222 septenary. William Delbert Gann's favorite cipher is square cipher, 2,222 in satanic. You see that right there. 14916. So that's the 4th number in the Fibonacci sequence. Future financial markets. It's also one of those boxed in squares gematria calculations. 7,447, 7744 in the middle. So that's what we're talking about here, right? And so now let's get into some more, even my own proprietary stuff that I've been sharing I came up with this formula. I'm gonna give you the very rudimentary version of it. If you want to get the full version, I'm gonna talk about how you can get that and how you can really hone in on your trading skills and pinpoint exact prices via only using the Gematria calculator. This is very profound stuff. Let's just go to my Patreon real quick to show you what I have to offer. Like I do, I have my monthly sports documentaries. I did one on chess this month. That's dropping at the end of the month. The scientific sport of chess, right? It's a really good one. We're going to talk about a lot of things, lots of history behind it. So that's only $5 a month. If you want to, learn that way about, sports, storylines, narratives, that's where you want to go. But my Gematria stocks, newsletters, and notes for those who want to get updates on the top stocks, to get in the cryptocurrencies, and my notes for the Fibonacci future forecast formula. And I'm just going to show you my published post for my Patreon supporters, right? So this is what you get when you go to my Patreon. You have full access of just hours of my blood, sweat, and tears. So, groundbreaking financial discovery. Upon studying the work of esoteric stock trader William Delbert Gann, I came across some revelations between a stock's price on a certain day and its future growth in price. The formula works for doubling, squaring, tripling, or really any calculation you want to use for a starting point. I have been able to narrow the stock price down to exact day in some cases. To exact day. And you can either go to my Discord or to my Patreon, and you can see that I'm not BSing that to the exact day, which works for dividend stocks as well. In this post, I give out the Gematria confirming the Fibonacci future forecast formula and case studies backing it up with real life stocks and their past prices. PowerPoint, PDF, and Word. Look, PDF documents. I'm not playing, yo. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Pages. 15 pages of just case studies, man. Look, data productions, 3F, 3F formula case studies, future forecast formula, 3F studies. I'm not playing, yo. And here's another one. This is another guide. This is the Gematria guide. All the Gematria we go through. So, and it's all refined, yo. It's all refined. So this is the place you want to go. It's only $5 a month if you want to get it and you want to start learning and predicting the future for the stocks that you want to invest in. So now let's get into some of the basic Gematria I have publicly for forecasting into the future with the Fibonacci sequence and some of my personal Gematria. D. Arthur Turner IV revealed the Fibonacci future forecast formula, which equals 333 in reverse reduction. All right. So that's a very powerful decode right there for me bringing this into the ether. Price squared for stock forecast, 330 in English ordinal. We have Fibonacci future forecast formula equaling 5,030 in squares. You have that 5 and 3, which is important. And you have 1,335 in the Fibonacci, that 133.5. So you got those 335s, one parent number that can be casted off like we've talked about before. Then we have the main reason why I've named the formula what it is because of the Gematria behind it. Fibonacci future forecast formula equaling 137 in the reduction cipher, the 33rd prime in the purest English reduction cipher. So I think I picked the correct name for this formula that I have been working on and refining. But here is essentially the unrefined formula version, but this is public, and I'm going to show you how you can get the more refined version I have for my premium Patreon content. But this right here is enough for you to get started, for anybody to get started and start predicting the future. So first you want to take the stock price spelled out or numbered. You want to do variations of this. Then calculation needed, doubles, squared, triples. You take the stock ticker symbol, full name, casual name, ticker symbol, and plus I want to add stock at the end. And then you type that into the Fibonacci Gematria calculator, right? And then it's going to spit out a number, and that's going to be the days that it's going to take for it to double, square, or triple. So very powerful formula that I've been working on There's still more refining to do, but I'm really excited. And for the ones who, take the leap of faith and invest in themselves and go to my Patreon to, try that out, they're going to be making some money. That's what I have for you guys today, man. I hope you guys learned a lot. And this is only just 1% of the knowledge that Gann has to offer. And when I've started studying this stuff, he even says that, and his disciples even say that. It's like, you just need the little light, a little light at the end of the tunnel, to open it up, right? And then you just opens up to a wide world. So that future Fibonacci forecast formula, I made that, and I came to that revelation just off one measly percent of Gann's knowledge I've come across, and maybe it was a 0.5%. But I know, if I can do it, you can do it too. You just got to invest in yourself with the hours and stuff like that. But that's all I have for you guys today. Art Turner, Data Productions Media. Dreams are tangible aspirations where we scheme our dreams into existence. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video.